Good morning, UNF. You're watching the Early Bird brought to you by Spinnaker TV live from the Student Union. I'm Josh Brannon.
And I'm Ashley Pinkett. And this morning we're talking about campus events.
And I'm not actually drinking anything out of this fake cup. We will also later be talking about what's going on with pop culture.
It's all right here, right now, on the Early Bird.
From the sweet licks of the bird, Charlie Parker, to the smooth sound of Grover Washington Jr., from the ecstatic playing of Ray Charles to the elegant, smooth sounds of Stevie Wonder, from the drumming of Buddy Rich to the bass lines of Jaco Pastorius, jazz has filled our ears with music that paint pictures in our minds for generations. Now here at UNF, we have one of the top jazz programs in the country, and tomorrow will be a full showcase of the skills of the students that roam the halls around you. Now at the Robinson Theater, the UNF Jazz Ensemble 1, the top program, will be playing original music. And from 8 to 10 p.m. in the Fine Arts Center, there will be a jazz combo jam session. The Jazz 1 Ensemble concert will cost you $8, but the jam session later is free.
That jam session sounds like fun.
Exactly. Just have a jazz combo and have a bunch of these guys. I hope it's kind of like a mixture of guys who just kind of come in there and they just kind of all start jamming for a little bit. It's 2 hours long. So you're bound to hear some good stuff going on.
And it's free.
Exactly. It's free. And that's our favorite word here, free.
Nicolas Cage has a new movie coming out, and it's only seen in a few theaters. It is titled Joe, a movie where an ex-con, who is the unlikeliest of role models, meets a 15-year-old boy and is faced with the choice of redemption or ruin. NPR was quoted stating, "It is a rebirth for Nicolas Cage and a must-see." The film will be shown at Sunray Cinema and open April 18th, which is this Friday.
Can I just say, I really hope that there's at least one line where he's just like, the bees, not the bee. He just like
he just like freaks
from
out.
From what I've heard, this is very much him like taking down a notch. But at the same time, that's why I love Nicolas Cage.
He's got those faces.
Because he's crazy.
Yeah, he's insane.
Just the you don't
all the
say.
memes of him
yeah.
and like freaking out. I love it. Nick
Nicolas,
Cage is my man.
Nick Cage, the bees, not the bees. UNF Biological Science Building has made it on the list of 50 most impressive environmentally friendly buildings. We are green on this campus. It is number 2 in the United States and number 9 in the world for their animal care facility, a greenhouse, and its achievement in the LEED Gold certification. Now, one thing that should be noted is that this is not buildings in general. This is college campuses and buildings on college campuses.
Yes. Just buildings on college campuses. But there were some really cool ones on that list besides UNF.
Yeah,
like cool buildings.
there was a building that like had grass on top of it and all that stuff.
Yeah, there was
like,
a garden on top of the building.
You could literally walk on top of things. There was one that was like built underground with like a garden on top of that. It was a pretty cool list to check out. So if you have a chance, go ahead and look at some other things that is going around the country, going around the nation, and all that fun stuff. So pretty exciting stuff for UNF.
When Frozen hit theaters, it was a magical experience. It taught you to let it go and maybe build a snowman. While the world seems to love the original ending, someone else thinks if it were real, it would have ended a little different. Check it out.
Fear will be your enemy.
So you're saying we should lock her up alone in a castle until she's safe to be around?
What? That's not what I said. That's a terrible idea. No.
So you're saying we should teach her to be scared of herself?
Are you even listening? I just said fear is her enemy.
So you're saying to teach her to bundle all her feelings up till she gets this freedom complex? And wait and see if she gets over this whole powers thing?
Oh, wow. You guys are bad parents.
Now that's how Frozen should have ended. Has been on YouTube for less than 24 hours and it already has 5 million views. So check it out. If you want to catch the rest of it, go to YouTube and How Frozen Should Have Ended.
That kind of makes a little sense.
Makes a little bit more sense.
That's
like, yeah, we're just gonna lock her up forever. He's like, no, wait, what?
That's a terrible idea.
The ending is really good too. I don't want to spoil it, but it's really funny.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Doesn't have to be a snowman.
All right, Ospreys, you know what time it is. It's time for our trivia question of the day.
That's right. With which unlikely food was sold as medicine in the 1800s?
We will have the answer and some of pop culture's best news after the break.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. Could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the Student Union. I'm Josh Brannick.
And I'm Ashley Pinkett. Before the break, we asked you if you knew which food was sold as medicine in the 1800s.
The answer, now some would say catsup, but I call it ketchup. So I don't
It's
really
catsup.
know. I don't really know. Just here, eat this. Get rid of the common cold.
Isn't that weird? Who knew if they like rubbed it on their skin and now it's like a condiment? Like what made someone want to eat it? Up
You
with
have a
something
rash?
first?
Here, throw this on your skin while you're hot dog. I don't really know. Did they have
strange.
hot dogs in 1800s? Who knows?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They didn't have grills back then. Grilling technology didn't come around until the 60s. I think. That's magic. I'm
He's
just
making
that
this up. Don't listen to that.
All right, guys, now on a sadder note, on November 30th of last year, the entertainment world was hit with a crushing blow as Fast and Furious star Paul Walker died at the age of 40 in a tragic car crash alongside driver Roger Rodas. After well-wishers and time passed, one of the first questions was what was going to happen in the Fast and Furious series. After directors and actors had their time of mourning, it was announced the movie would go on and that Walker had finished most of his shots. Well, it was announced yesterday that Walker's brothers, Caleb and Cody, will be a part of the final movie-making process and help finish the production of the movie. A post on Fast and Furious' Facebook page, further discussing their involvement, said that having them on set has made us feel that Paul is with us too. Still remember that day. It was definitely one of those,
sad.
growing up Fast and Furious. I'm not saying that's the greatest movies, but it's something that I've watched since I was young. And
They're fun.
it was just one of those times when, you heard the news and you're like, that can't be real. But it's really cool to see that they're getting his brothers involved and that it's, on their post they talk about, Fast and Furious has always been about family. And everybody has a bond because it's like their family. So bringing in family is pretty cool.
Well, I know at the last ceremony that just happened with MTV Awards, Vin Diesel was caught like crying in the back because he was just very emotional about it still. So it's just nice to see that they're a family, but it's really sad to see what happened.
Yeah.
Summer is right around the corner, people, and it's easy to let those days just roll on by. Try to make advantage of the extra time while you have it with these tips. First, get outside. Don't sleep in and waste the day. I know it's tempting, but go to the environmental center and rent kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, and more because they're all free. Second, get a job and get extra cash while you're at it. It's worth it. You have that extra money. You can go out and do fun things. Third is volunteer. Build up your resume while you have this and help yourself get a job post-graduation. It may seem like it's far away, but it's really not. Also, Spinnaker is looking for volunteers if interested.
Way to get a selfless plug in there. If you want
I can't help
if
it.
you
I
want to
gotta
make cool
plug it in.
videos by any chance, use GoPros, use fancy technology, come join us.
We all have it here.
Wink. Wink. All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to check out our viral video. It's our Vine of the day. And this one comes from ourselves. This is a present from us to you. Let's go ahead and roll that Vine.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
He's just such a good dancer. How
That was,
good?
in case you didn't know, that is Mr. Samuel Hauser, the Sports House, dancing to his favorite song. Sam, I love you, man. You're like a brother to me, but you can't dance. All right, guys. Now, for the last 3.5 years, I have been coming to you on Spinnaker Television and Osprey Television, whether it was being a sports anchor or this, and I've been very pleased to say that she's been one of my co-hosts. Today is my last show that I will be doing here at Spinnaker Television, and it's been an amazing 3.5 years, and I just have a couple of thank yous to say, if you don't mind, real quick.
Go ahead.
First thing is just just thank you to first off, before I can even get out there, thank you to everybody who's been involved, who's been a friend, who I've been able to help out, who's helped me out along the ways. I've been a part of the print program, the television program, and the radio program. Special thanks to Chelsea Kingsmill. She was the first anchor that I ever worked with here, and she was definitely help. Her energy was the one who got me coming all the time, and it was a great thing. And then after that, Kelly Lindstrom and Connor Spielmaker. Connor, our current station manager, thank you for allowing us to have this opportunity. Before that, it was Josh Whitston, Matt Head, Justin Lerman, Catriona King. Without all of you guys and learning everything, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So thank you. I want to say thanks to John Timpey, our advisor. He has helped me out through many situations, being here at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes back when we were doing prints and being here till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, some stressful times. Of course, thank you to Lori Durham, our secretary, who always seems to, I call her, she's not our secretary, she's the smile of Spinnaker. She's what keeps everybody going. She's an absolutely amazing person. Everybody who works here, if I can't say your name, I'm sorry. And of course, last but not least, I just want to thank, my family, all my friends and all that stuff, to my mom, my dad, probably the only people who consistently watch our show all the time. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. To James, Jen, Charlie, Jeremy, and everybody else. I love you guys. And thanks for letting me come onto your TVs, come onto YouTube, and listen to me ramble about things and all that. So it's been a great 3.5 years, and I hope I can keep this going, being on TV and making you guys smile or do something. I don't really know what you do when you watch me.
They're smiling.
But yeah, thanks again. It's been absolutely incredible. And I say that everybody, if you want to somehow do something in television or just have fun in general, come check this place out, because I have made lifelong friends here, and I've learned so many things that I would not have learned just in class. So
stop it.
All right, guys, and for the last time, thank you for tuning in to the Early Bird on Spinnaker Television. Remember to always check us out and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UNF Early Bird.
And while you're at it, look us up on Twitter at UNF Early Bird.
And of course, it wouldn't be the end of our show if I didn't say, if you're watching on Spinnaker Television, make sure to stay tuned, because Spinnaker News with the Patrick Double L Lloyd, my prodigy, the kid who's going to come up and take the world by storm, is coming up next.
Have a great day, Ospreys.
And remember, same place, same time tomorrow. It's our last show.